Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Heart's Frontier. I'm Kate, and if you are new here, then welcome to this space. And if you are returning, then welcome back. So please like, comment, subscribe so that we can stay in touch, and also so that your energy comes into these readings. The cool thing about doing energy readings is I read for the people who are going to see this video. And so if you interact, I think more and more you're going to feel yourself in these readings. So, and it helps other people get to see this as well. And if they need those messages, then it helps them see that. So I actually just had to interrupt. I was doing some pendulum messages. So for those of you who don't know yet, this is like a soft announcement, I guess. I have launched these pendulums for sale in the Element L shop, which is located on the Nourish Nomad Co-site, which I will put down below. So my Element L shop, the L stands for love, and I've been making these they're hummingbird and bumblebee pendulums. And with these pendulums, I do little recorded messages, and I also give you some laminated pendulum charts, and then you also get access to my guided pendulum course. And that's all included in the price of buying a pendulum, because I don't really think it makes sense to give away spiritual items without instruction or support or advice. It just never really made sense to me that people would do that. So anyways, I was doing some pendulum readings and some little messages for people. And in between it, I have one more that I still have to do. And in between this, I really felt like I couldn't go on until I did a YouTube reading. So I'm back on YouTube, and that means I'm going to be interrupted a lot with, in my life, feeling like I need to share a message or be here. So this one specifically is a love reading. It may be twin flame related. It may be you're in separation with your person, but I felt like a really longing vibe. So it may be that you're in physical separation, or it may be even that you're not communicating with your person right now. And I'm getting some little rushes of fears and things. So this might be happening on either side. And I just wanted to make it clear that I feel like if you're watching this reading and resonating with it, that you likely are very sensitive to what other people feel. So you may be feeling your own things, worrying on your own, but it might be someone else's worry that you're actually tuning into. So I just wanted to say that before we get started to let's just drop all of other people's things at the door. Okay, so breathe with me. We're saying in our minds, let's just drop other people's things. Let's be here for ourselves right now. So inhale with me. Okay, so we're going to be here for ourselves and see what our person might have to say or what's going on. So, and I say "are" because I'm with you in this. I don't know if this will resonate with me yet because I haven't read it yet. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's someone else's story, not mine. So, okay, I do feel though very much the concept of twin flame or the idea of separated love is coming up for me. Okay. And I have a few different card decks that I'm going to use. I'm kind of just pulling all of the cards at once, and then I'm just going to talk and see what the cards end up helping me with here. I would also like to say I never really intended on doing channeled songs because I think other people do them a lot better. And I don't know a ton of songs. I know songs, but some songs for me just repeat, and songs feel very personal and music feels very personal. So I guess I just wasn't sharing in case it was oh, that's really specifically just for me in my situation. But that being said, before I started this, I could not help myself. It just kept coming into my head, the song Long and Winding Road. So the song goes, actually, maybe I'll pull up the lyrics just so I can sing a bit more of it in case I get lost. It's however many times I probably know all the lyrics, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, the long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. Seen that road before. It always leads me here. Lead me to your door, the wild and windy night. Anyways, that's a good song. It's by the Beatles, Long and Winding Road. And so I feel like your person is just feeling like it's taking forever. I'm hearing it's taken me years. It's taken me years to realize. So whatever that means. It's taken me years to realize. That person could be realizing you're the one for them. It could be them realizing themselves, like self-realizing is what keeps a lot of people from being in a romantic relationship, right? Because think about it, if you don't feel like yourself, it's really, really difficult to then fully match someone, right? Because if you're trying to match someone's energy and you're not feeling like yourself, then that person's going to have a hard time knowing you, because it's fake. It's not authentic. When you don't feel like yourself, you're not being yourself. And then it's hard for other people to fully love you because you're not fully yourself. So they don't know. I mean, it takes a special person to see through that. And I do think a lot of really pure romantic connections do see through that. And that's why sensitive people will end up in situations that are really potentially harmful for them. Because you can just really see the potential. And I think your person is like that too. I think your person sees the potential in other people. And so they've let like a lot of things go in their life, maybe even just let a lot of their own dreams be put to the side, or limited themselves just to make sure that everyone else felt comfortable or everyone agreed with them or felt happy and, avoided conflict in that way. So it could be that this person now, it's taken me years to realize, I don't have to live that way and I don't need to put my own things to the side. And in fact, when I'm myself, when I'm authentic and when I act from love, the world follows suit and grows to match me, and situations come in that are just divinely meant for me, right? And that could be what your person is saying. Unrequited love, yeah. So there's sort of like multiple groups of people I feel listening to this one. If you're in a situation where you are not talking to your person, like you're not in communication, there's also this card deception. So I just feel like this is really pertinent here. So unrequited love and deception. I have a feeling if you're not in contact with your person, you're not in communication, you're in separation, that this person deceived themselves. So I don't really like hating on people for choices that we make, right? Because sometimes we make choices that don't feel like our own because we're going through something, and it's hard. And I do feel that's what was going on with your person. Like they made a decision hoping to help someone, thinking maybe they were the light at the end of their tunnel. And in a way, it was sort of like taking the easy way out. And so they paid their karma for it. I just have a feeling that they were thinking of settling or thinking of taking an easy route towards what they thought was going to be similar to your connection. And it wasn't at all similar. So this unrequited love, it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And that can be what they're really scared of when it comes to you, that they feel such an intense lust and such an intense attraction. Like I really feel strongly, they feel very attracted to you, almost in a concerning way to them, that they're like, am I obsessive? Am I really, really like hyper focused on them? I feel like a lot of choking energy. It's like a tickle in the throat. So, and I felt immediately like I needed to get it out, where I don't normally fully like cough like that. Normally I'll go, oh, my throat's kind of feeling tight or itchy. And it's really just an energetic thing because my throat is doing quite fine otherwise. So I feel like they had to like get it out. And I think they wanted to clear something up. That's really what the energy feels like. Feels like I need to clear something up with you. I need to tell you, what's going on in this absence or in this time. And I have a feeling that you always saw their mask as a mask, like just as what it is, but I don't know whether they realize that you saw that, So I have a feeling you always saw right through that. So you're like, Kate, come on. I know they were being deceptive to themselves. That's their whole pattern. That's their whole thing. But in reality, they might not have seen that as fully or as deeply as you saw it. They might just be, it's taken me years to realize it. It might have just kind of come up now for them. I have a feeling they're looking to speak to you about moving forward, and it will come as a bit of a shock or a bit of surprise. or a lot of a surprise, it feels like I'm hearing for some people it feels like 2 years, so that's like a long time to go, you know. Yeah, I'm also getting the feeling like there's like multiple people involved in this situation, multiple people around you. I'm hearing. So if you're listening to this reading, feels like multiple people around you. And again, this idea of deception. So if you're not in a situation where you're not in contact, if you are in, you know, some communication with this person that you're thinking of, I have a feeling there are people around you that are being deceptive, and also people around them that are experiencing unrequited love. So I have a feeling if you're in connection with someone right now, you're in, you know, you're like, oh, this is my person. So that other stuff didn't relate because I am talking to them. Feels like there's someone in your person's life that has unrequited feelings for them, because it doesn't feel like your person returns the feelings, but it does feel like that's around. And that deception could be a false mask that they still are wearing. Like I do see that deception piece as like they're wearing a false mask of their own, like of their own doing. So in some area of their life, they're not being themselves. They're kind of faking who they are. And that type of thing really scratches and wears away at the soul, right? Like it really, really, it can just really, really cloud your judgment and cloud your mind of what reality is. Sorry for the weird interruption. I just instinctively, you know, it's very funny as an intuitive person, you're kind of like half here. And then I was half in like my own mind. And in my own mind, I was like, I left food out. I really need to put that in the fridge. And I was not willing to wait for this to be done. So anyways, had to have a human moment. Now I'm back. Okay, so next card. Oh, attraction. Okay, so this confirms. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So this is more for you. But I do think there's a lot of attraction for your person towards you. I think that's very validating, confirming, because that was all that I've been feeling is just like, they're just like, whoa. And like, it might be that you've changed a little bit lately. And if you've changed, they might just be looking at you in a new light. And that new light might be really, really bright. You know, they're like, you're like starlight. You're like, you know, they just see you as some sort of like natural being that is full of light, just like emanating light off of them. Attraction. So yeah, I feel this is really actually for you, that you attract so much. The reason that there's so much more happening in your sphere as well, as to why people are sort of in and out with intentions with you, or with maybe like interest in you, or maybe why more opportunities are coming your way, is because you are more magnetic right now. You are more attractive right now because you're enjoying your life, and because you're finding ways to thrive in your own self and in your own body and essence. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So it's sort of like this like Disney princess kind of energy. And you don't have to be, you know, female or feminine or anything for this to make sense, but it's almost like just like sing a song and then birds sing to you. And it's like this kind of like blissful, not naive, but I'm sure to an outside observer, it could look that way, but it seems like a really blissfully connected time for you, where your passion lights you up and then you feel lit up by it. And then it continues to fuel you. And then other people feel that. And it's like, there's no stopping it. It's just like circling and circling and light and more and more. So that's a very exciting energy for you to be in. I can see why too, you might have some reserve or some concern about someone coming in and like shaking that up. I feel like there's maybe even a bit of resistance on your side, especially if you're in no contact, to if this person did come back. Like when I said that, hey, this person might be kind of planning to come back and sort of surprise you, and just, it'll be a bit shocking, that almost you're like, that'll be annoying. Like that'll interrupt what I'm doing, or that doesn't really seem right. But the truth is, when passion comes your way and when love comes your way, things have a funny way of shifting themselves to make room for it and to make it make sense. And not everything needs to be romantic, right? Like if you've put up a block towards them, it may be that they just want to talk to you, or just want to, you know, see where you're at, or apologize. It might not be like, you know, I'm coming in to marry you. Who knows? It might be, I mean, it might be that. So I don't want to say it's not, but discernment. Yeah. So it's okay to use your discernment. I think if this person, if you're not in connection with them and this person comes back, that you do need to be really discerning on whether their energy is shifted to match yours, or whether you're in close alignment, or whether, it's just exciting to see them, kind of thing. That discernment is only yours. It's very, very hard for you to grab other people's advice on this one. So you might just need to trust yourself. And we have struggle. This I feel like is more past energy and is more related to them, actually, that your person has felt like things have always been a struggle. So just to be aware that sometimes stuff that comes up, and this is if you're with them now or if you're in separation, but sometimes when stuff comes up for them, it hits them like so tough because stuff has been challenging for a number of years for them. It just has felt like there's like very little way out. And they've like tried to keep a positive attitude, but it also just feels like, man, like, when am I gonna get my break? Like, when am I gonna catch my break here? And so that struggle and going uphill or upstream feels like more to them. So just be sensitive to the fact that sometimes they're gonna feel like everything's a struggle, and not to take that personally, but it might kind of bleed into how they see your thing. So then letting go and ancient wisdom. So the letting go piece, I do feel is about letting go of expectation of how anything is going to sort itself out. Simply allowing yourself to be in passion, in that magnetic, attractive place, and singing with joy, and letting yourself really flourish, really, really flourish. And ancient wisdom, I also feel like, is keeping yourself protected with depth, because you do not want to enter something surface level when you've worked really, really hard to meet yourself at your own depth. And I just feel like if you're listening to this, that you'll understand what I mean when I say that. It might even be just a really solid time to go and look at some ancient texts or some ancient rituals or practices or beliefs. Like I look at my shamanic understanding, ancient shamanism. It's one of the oldest spiritual belief systems and rituals that we have, because it's so cross-cultural and cross, it's really, I wouldn't consider it a religion. It doesn't have like enough texts or doctrines to really match that. So very, very ancient practices, but yoga itself is, really ancient as well. Maybe that you really like Buddhist philosophy. You might just like looking at older philosophies and ancient ideas. This might be really grounding, and maybe even the ancient ideas of love. Destiny. So no matter what, this person that you feel drawn to is meant to be in your life for reasons beyond our own human comprehension. And this person is meant to continue to be in your life. I feel if they're not currently in your life, they are going to be coming back. I just feel with no question that they are coming back. And in fact, I see 444 on the clock right now, which is a really positive sign. I actually have been seeing that all the time lately. So I'm going to take that as an extra positive sign because it's specific to me. But 444, so really like solid. I see them being really thankful for your presence and really grateful. So even if you've not been in their life, they may have been following you and really enjoying seeing what you have to say. And they might just want to come in and talk to you. Like it just might be just that they really miss your energy and your presence, and that they want to, show you that they're grateful for you or what you taught them. Then we have two cards here. Confidence is my power. You can't really see it very well. And uniqueness is my power. So I am one of a kind, I'm confident, I'm powerful. I see it that they need to really focus on their confidence, and you really need to focus on your uniqueness. So you're meant to be doing more artful expressions or music, or just like anything that you feel instinctively needs to be expressed within you or needs to be shared. You're like embracing how different you are, like how funny or dorky or nerdy or creative you are. These are all things that are really going to draw you closer to that ideal person, whether it's this person or another. But I do feel you're so meant to be with this person, because they just have such a place in their heart for you that is so hard to explain how that even happened. They are like trying to understand it themselves and not really coming up with answers. And your person really needs to see every challenge that they experience as an opportunity to expand and grow, and then they'll be able to match you and be on your level. So if they've started shifting, you've started to see, hey, you know what, this person's really growing, or this person really is becoming confident or facing their fears or becoming fearless. I'm noticing them losing some of those fears and just it not mattering. that's a really positive sign that this is meant to move forward. So if your person is, seemingly getting more confident, then keep going ahead. And if they're losing their confidence, I would say it's important for you to focus on your own unique, special place in this world with or without them. So this hasn't been a super firm, you need to do this or you need to do that reading, but just kind of a general sense of the energies. And again, we had the song Long and Winding Road. So if any of the lyrics have anything more to say to you, you can go give them a quick skim. And if you'd like to have an individual personalized reading rather than looking at these general YouTube readings, please come book time with me. It's intuitive time. I just made it general because a lot of people just like to come see what I have to say and we let it flow, and it always works out way better that way. So I have tons of different tools that we can use. I'll pretty much always have my cards on me, and a lot of different techniques and different topics we can go into. It is amazing the number of things I love talking about and can continue to talk about within this space. So please feel free to book yourself a little reading to talk about love or business or life things, just whatever you want, personal growth, spiritual things, aliens, how time works, we can talk about anything. So feel free to book down below. And if not, we will continue seeing you here on the YouTube. I'm so happy you're here. Please share this out to anyone if it really resonated with you or if you think it might really resonate with them. Okay, take care, everyone.